Hey guys, this is Brent Abernathy. Welcome to the Family First Life Gulf Coast team training call on Monday afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great dial day so far. I'm excited about the guest I got here with us today. But before I get to her, I do want to mention we do have a Road to Hall of Fame training in Kansas City this Thursday. I know there'll be a good number of Hall of Fame producers there. I know myself, Dave Witchard, Jake Conan, Evan Melcher, Ali Khalid, Brandon Kitchings, and I think Colton Durr will be in Kansas City training from 11 to 2 this Thursday. So if you are within about 4 or 5 hours of Kansas City, I would make sure you get there. If you need the location, just hit me up or look on social media. We'll have it posted and everything. So all that being said, I want to get to our guest. I've got Alexis Hailey, who is Director of Operations. Hey, girl.
Hey, guys.
Director of Operations here in the Gulf Coast office. And I've been talking to her a lot this past week. We were blessed. Sean Mike came into the office this week and down here in Fort Walton Beach and went over a lot of stuff with us that some of the agencies have been using to really grow their businesses quickly. And so no better person in my mind to get on and kind of go over some tips and stuff in regards to some social media stuff, marketing yourself, things like that, than Alexis. And girl, I do want to kind of get out of the way and turn it over to you. But before I do that, I do want to say, number one, I appreciate you. And I know your heart and I know you just want to see everybody win. And this is a subject, and I'm speaking from experience on this. This is a subject that I have fought for years. I've been in this business for 12 years. And I think a lot of people do, right? We think about, hey, we're going out and, you know, we're focusing on selling life insurance, protecting families, things like that. And we don't really think about, hey, when you're in business for yourself, marketing is a huge part of the business, you know, and social media is where everything is now, you know. So it's something we don't talk about enough. And I do think no matter whether somebody's thinking about selling insurance, you know, or building an agency, I think social media is something they need to be using. And especially for some of those men and women that are out there that are fighting it like myself, you know, it's like even just basic things that they can be doing can really be helping them. So go ahead and take it away. Give them some tips, some pointers on some things they can do, you know, over the short term. And then, you know, we can obviously expand as time goes on. But again, appreciate you. And I'm just going to kind of get out of the way. I might have some questions for you after you go through some of this stuff.
So whenever we sat down with Sean and we got to talk to him, he really made a huge point of me personally, me being a staff member, admin. I don't post on my personal page. And I had gained all these followers on TikTok, and it was like I almost did it for nothing because I wasn't converting them over to my Instagram. And a lot of people as well in FFL, they promote constantly on their business page and they're not focused on their personal Instagram. And mainly it's because we don't want to put our pride to the side and do that. And we just have to start, you know, telling people our mission and also posting our story, what we're doing so that people can relate to us and see what we're doing. Because whenever they see an FFL page post something, and Sean mentions this as well, it's going to get lost in the abyss of FFL. There's so many pages out there. There's nothing that you're going to post on that page that's going to be specifically something that they want to see because every FFL page is posting it. They're following you on Instagram because they relate to you in some kind of way. They want to see what you're up to, what you're doing. So we all have to get really good at posting on our personal pages. And I just started doing this with my page and with Brent's page. And really just in the beginning, what you can do is go and start following people in FFL. I went to Family First Life USA, Sean Mike's page, anybody that's really big in FFL, Nina, Grady, all of those people. And you can go on the people that have liked their most recent post and start following all of them. You can go on their following list and start following all those people. And I'm telling you, you will start getting a ton of followers right away. They just start following you back because they see you with FFL. they want to see you win too. So they're going to start following you, seeing what you're up to. They're going to interact with your posts. You're going to start gaining credibility. So then whenever you do start posting stuff about FFL, they're going to interact with that content. And then you're going to start having people that see your content already. And they're like, what is this FFL stuff about? What's going on? I want to learn more or whatever. Literally, I think within the first hour, I started doing it. I started doing this 2 days ago. I had a kid send me a video over Instagram messages. And he said, hey, congrats on what you've been doing. I work in construction. I want to do something where I'm not working constantly 24/7 and I'm barely making it by. Can we please get on the phone and have a conversation and talk more about what you do? And that was just me starting it. So imagine if we continue to roll out stuff like this and it starts building up, then we're going to have tons of people sending us messages like that all the time. We're not going to have to really go out and find people, we don't want to have to do that. But if you have staff, what the first things that they should be doing every single morning is going in and following 100 people off of an FFL page, whatever. And you should be doing this for like the next 2 weeks. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I suggest y'all to be doing the same. And then, y'all should have my contact information to be able to reach out to me, and we'll make up a plan on moving forward. But just starting out, gain followers from FFL people. Follow the Family First Life hashtag. Anything you see on there. Also, another good way is going and following everybody that's posting on the Family First Life hashtag, because they're going to follow you back. I think I gained like over 100 something followers the first day that I did it. So did Brent, a couple of other people as well. But another thing is posting the content on there. So posting short video clips, what we're trying to start doing is basically posting around 2 to 3 times a day to just regular Instagram post if you can. It doesn't have to be every single day, but as much as you can, and as well as a reel. And one person who's really good at doing this right now, which I've been working a lot with, and he was completely uncomfortable with doing it to begin with, but he's starting to gain where he's to be able to talk about this stuff, and he's getting really comfortable in front of the camera. And I myself was not comfortable in front of a camera either. I could not sit there. I hated listening to myself speak. There's no way that you could get me to do it. But because I had people encouraging me and helping me out, I eventually got to that point. So whenever you're like in the car, in between appointments, or you're in an office, you're around other agents, you need to take advantage of that. And I can send some example videos in group chats or wherever it needs to be. If you reach out to me, I can't help you if you don't reach out to me. So you have to reach out to me. But I have example videos. I have things that I can show you where you can literally just copy and paste it. Some huge things that y'all need to be doing on Instagram is, talking about FFL, also talking about what you're doing in your everyday life, sharing your everyday life, being vulnerable. Let me pull back up my notes here because I have a list.
Yeah, I think but while you're doing that, that's something like everybody needs to understand that we all have a story. Right? We all have a story. We all have a background. We all don't be afraid to share who you are. That's what this is about. It's not just about your business. Share pictures of your family, talk about your kids, talk about things you like to do outside of work, while also mixing in a bunch of work stuff. And what's going to happen is people that relate to you they're going to reach out. And now the people that you do have on your team, the people that you are bringing on board and recruiting, the people that we are utilizing to help other families, they're going to have similar interests to you. You guys are going to relate well together already anyway. So share your story, being vulnerable. I loved how you said that. That's huge as far as selling insurance in the house, but also as far as building a business, being vulnerable and being truthful, being transparent. Letting people know, what you do on a day-to-day basis. So sorry, go ahead. I did want to hit on that.
Being vulnerable, also being funny. The best way you can be funny is by self-deprecation, make fun of yourself. People love that. And they'll also relate to you whenever you do stuff like that. Also be emotional whenever it's appropriate. You don't want to be emotional all the time, but say that you went inside of a home and it was a super touching story or appointment that happened. Share that and share why it resonated with you, because it might resonate with someone else. If you have family, post like Brent has his 2 girls while he's at one of their softball games or something. He could post a picture of saying, I'm at a softball game with my girls, and all the dads are probably going to be like, oh yeah, I relate to that. I have kids too, and I love my girls. things like that. And also a huge thing that we're working on right now is getting Brent verified on Instagram. Luckily, we have a huge crutch of Brent who who has done, some quite amazing things in his lifetime. And we're going to be able to take that and use that to our advantage. So whenever you're posting these things, and you've got to get in on the game now, because later, once he's already built up and he has that credibility, you're going to get left behind. And I don't want that to happen to you. Because we're taking and we're tagging these people on Brent's Instagram post. And as soon as his following starts to go up from being verified, then y'all's is going to go up too. And it's going to start getting you more recruits on social media and more people interacting with your page. So I want y'all to kind of put the business page on the back burner. Of course, still use it, still post about how good you're doing. But if we build your personal pages up and then they come to your personal page and they're like, what is this FFL business page? And they see how well you're doing on your business page, it's just going to sell you even more. They're going to be like, holy crap, look at this agency. They're doing so great. And this is the person that runs it. I want to work with that person. I relate to that person. And that's the whole idea of it. We have to start small, and it's going to get very big soon. I'm already seeing the results in just 2.5 days, which is great. It's fantastic. So reach out to me. We can set up a plan on how we can do that. I have great advice that I can give you guys. Sorry, my phone's literally blowing up.
It's all good.
But I have great advice that I could be giving you guys, and I want to help you out. I want to get you guys there. It's just you have to take advantage of it. This is what I'm here for. I want to see you guys get there. I want to see you guys grow. I want you to freaking blow it up. Right. So just mainly right now, get your staff, get you, if you don't have staff, to be following 100 people from Family First Life pages, build up people from FFL, share stuff that you have going on in your daily life. Also share, appointments that you've been on or things going on in the office. And also interact with people. If you see a story of someone and you like what's on that story, slide up on the story and say, hey man, I really like that clothing brand, or I really like what you're doing. And you don't have to recruit them right away, but you're going to build a relationship with them. And the next time you go to say something to them, if you see them watching your stories or something, you're like, hey, I see that you keep watching my stories. Are you interested in FFL? And they're like, no, I don't really think that's for me, blah, blah. But if you keep interacting with them, eventually they're going to start asking you questions. And that's what you want. People are watching, and they're going to be watching. So just y'all go ahead and get on it. I've given you a couple of things for y'all to start on. And then once you start seeing the results come out of it, then, message me. Let's figure out a game plan and get you guys rolling.
Yeah. And I think it's important, Alexis, see, it's those habits that we have to create, right? Those daily habits you're talking about, following 100 people, a day. It's like, if you don't have staff, do it yourself. When do you do it? Well, maybe you do it the first thing you get up in the morning. I don't know, follow 100 people, knock it out real quick. Or maybe you do it laying in bed before you go to sleep at night. I don't know. The point is create a habit where you do it every single day. It's not that hard. It doesn't take that long, right? We're talking 5 minutes maybe, right? And it's just, but we just got to make ourselves do it. And now I know you mentioned Instagram, right? That's the main one, right? That the world is going to right now. I know us older people like myself. I mean, you're 22, I'm mid 40s. So, back in, it's like Facebook is the big thing for some of the older people. Okay. But by what Sean says and by what you've told me, Instagram's where it's at right now. As far as, great. Obviously there's no problem with doing the same thing on Facebook as well.
No, you can literally sync both of them up and post them at the same time. It takes no time to do it. It does it for you. Right. So you might as well.
We just need to make sure we're hitting Instagram and not just hitting Facebook, right? It's like
Instagram needs to be the main focus. Everything else, you still need to be posting on it, but Instagram's going to be the main focus right now. 100%.
So, and the other thing I did want to mention, just so everybody understands, is yes, videos, in the car after appointments, pictures, of yourself out in the field, yourself in the office with other agents, whatever, right? Let's just remember it's about helping families, protecting families. Okay. Just right now, we're not going to be, talking social media wise, posting about the annual premium that the policies were, the money you made, none of that type of stuff. It's about the family that you protected. And yes, you can earn a living to support your family and all that sort of stuff. But let's just make sure that we stick to those guidelines that the government has asked us to stick to at this point in time. So I didn't want to leave that out. Do you have anything? And I will say this too. I mean, if you don't really feel like you know what you're doing on social media, like Alexis said, I mean, you can reach out to somebody who does, whether it's her, whether it's somebody else, but it doesn't take that much to realize. I mean, just follow some people and just watch, and
I felt like I wanted to bang my head into the wall, because this entire time I had no idea. I could have just went and followed people and I would have gained 100 followers in a day, just like that. I'm thinking I have to post content and I have to find people to follow me. No, I can just go follow people and they'll follow me and start interacting with my stuff instead. So just go do it. Go do it. It's not going to hurt you at all.
And you do, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Alexis brought up a good point before we started recording this is if maybe you feel a little uncomfortable, talking about yourself or videoing yourself or, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, just take something less than a minute, right? Isn't that what you said? The video, any little video clips need to be less than a minute. Record it. And if you don't like it, hit delete and do it again, I mean, on your phone before you post it. So, and the more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable with it, but it will help generate clients from an insurance standpoint. And I know you and I are working on something on that front, right? To possibly try and generate some leads that way as well. But it cannot hurt your business. It can only help your business. And it takes a few minutes a day. That's it. And it's something that we just have glossed over, and that's on me, stuck in my old ways. And that's why I got people like yourself and Jareen, helping out with this type of stuff. So you got anything else you want to share real quick with the men and women?
I just want to say, if you feel like you don't want to post FFL too much, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm not saying that your entire Instagram page needs to be an FFL takeover. You just need to be posting more content of yourself in FFL every now and then. Look like you enjoy what you do, because we do, right? And I hope you do. So
be proud of what we do. Be proud of what we do. We have a tremendous service to these clients that we do on a day-to-day basis, and everybody works their tail off out there. So, no, I appreciate it. I didn't mean to butt in on you, but
you're fine.
Be proud of who you are, be proud of your story, be proud of your background, be proud of what you do every single day, and share that with people.
That's all I got. Yep. That's all I got.
Great. Well, listen, I appreciate you. If you want to reach out to Alexis, her email address is alexis@fflgulfcoast.com.
Or my number, 407-516-8558. I expect some of you to be texting me. So
there you go. And you guys be, obviously, don't take advantage of her time. And I'll just say this for her as well. If she spends time, helping you and giving you advice, and she sees that you're not taking the advice and running with it and doing what she says, she's going to stop helping, because she's got too many other people to help, and so don't take advantage of it. But we do have a wealth of knowledge in the office. I know some of the other offices around the country as well. Let's use it. Let's be proud of what we do, and market yourself, market your business. Instagram's where it's at. So, girl, I appreciate you. And we'll dive deeper into this as everybody's followings start to grow. I'm looking forward to seeing all the posts over the next few weeks. And everybody that's up around Kansas City, we look forward to seeing you this Thursday. And we will be sending pictures and videos and all that sort of stuff from that event. That'll be a good place to start. So, Alexis, I appreciate you. All right, girl?
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. You guys have a good rest of the day. Talk to you soon.